Alright, in this lesson, let's learn about Matplotlib's younger sibling called Seaborn. Seaborn is a library for making attractive and informative statistical graphs in Python, very much like Matplotlib is. Actually, it's built on top of Matplotlib and tightly integrated with the PyData stack, including support for NumPy and Pandas data structures that we're going to use to wrangle data. The plotting functions operate on data frames and arrays containing a whole data set and internally perform the necessary aggregations and statistical model fitting to produce these informative plots. Seaborn should be thought of as a complement to Matplotlib, not as a replacement. When using Seaborn, it's likely you'll often want to invoke Matplotlib functions directly to draw simpler plots already available through the plyplot namespace. Let's walk through several examples of using Seaborn. First, we need to import some libraries. Notice that we're importing Seaborn and our alias is SNS. That will be used to reference Seaborn in the lesson. Next, we create a Pandas data frame and use random to generate some random numbers for our example. Let's check out the first 5 rows with the head method. We've seen this a few times already. Looks good. Let's craft some graphs. We use our Seaborn alias SNS on X and Y. We tell it we want to use the data in the df we defined above, and lastly we call fit.reg. If we set fit.reg to true, it tells Seaborn to estimate and plot a regression model relating to X and Y variables. We don't want that, so we set it to false. Next, we use dplot to create a univariate distribution. I love that word. That's simply a fancy word, univariate, for saying we're only going to plot one of our variables, and you can see in this case it's y. Next, we're going to plot 2 variables using kdplot. Here we are plotting kernel density using a bivariate distribution. I bet you know what bivariate is, right? Yes, we're going to use it on 2 variables. Again, another fancy way of saying this time we're going to use 2 variables x and y. Lastly, let's plot a univariate distribution using a histogram. It automatically calculates a good bin size for our data. In this lesson, we can see just how powerful Seaborn is, often with a single line of code.